Hello guys and welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you guys for your love and for your support. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a palazzo with this pleated fabric. So some people call it accordion, some call it pleated spandex. So this is what I made at the end of the day. This is a very good and easy project for a beginner. If you are a beginner and you are thinking and looking for what to make, this is a project that you can hop on. It is really simple. So I actually used just 2 yards of fabric to make this, and it was really simple and easy. And the best part of it is that you don't need any zip. All you need is just an elastic band. That's what we're going to be making use of. We're going to use an elastic for it. So let's get started. So like I said, this is the pleated spandex fabric. Some call it accordion pleats. So you can see it is just 2 yards. So that's maybe 2 yards and a little bit of inches, because when I measured it, like I got a little bit extra, because of the stretchy fabric stretchiness. Okay, so this is it. So I folded this into four, but there's the way I did the fold, you can see. So I folded it into four, but if you see those two edge there, those ones are longer. So I just like extended, can you see, it's 2 inches longer. I just like extended a little bit and then place the other two on top, because I did not want to cut it because of the nature of the fabric, so it does not scatter. So at this point, I'm trying to measure out the length. So I want it to be very long. So I'll use 45 inches. So that's like the start line. So I'm marking that line. I'll use that line as my start line. And then from that line, you can see that part. I was just trying to explain that it is longer. That's the down part. So I came up by 1.5 inch, and then I'm going to mark. Can you see? So I'm trying to place the tape, because since I'll add a band to it, so I just place my tape and then mark 10 inches, because it is a palazzo, so I want it to be very free. So I don't want any part tight, so I just mark this part to serve as my hip line. So even though the trouser does not have that kind of distinct shape, okay, so I'm just using the width. I'm using the width of what I have, which was about, I think, about 13 or 14 inches thereabout. So from there, the next thing, you can see the way I'm placing the tape. I just left like 1.5 or 2 inches up for the band, and then I marked my crotch line. So for the crotch, at the end of the day, I used about 15 inches for my crotch. That's plus the band. So what I marked there was about 14 inches. So what I did, I just placed my tape on my navel and then sat on it and then marked it down and added extra 2 inches. So the next thing, that part, I'm going to open it up, you can see. So I'm just trying to mark a line there, and I'll cut it open. So from this point, I marked my waistline, divide by 4. I just marked it, and then I add, since it is I added just 2 inches allowance, since the fabric is very stretchy, so you don't really need to put too much allowance. If you put too much allowance on the waist is going to be full, you understand. So from that point, I'll just mark it. Can you see? I just mark it to the edge of the trouser. That's that crotch line. I marked it to the edge. So like I said, it's about 15 inches. That's the width. So I actually did not use any regular measurement. I just worked with the fabric that I had. So that is why I'm saying, if you are a beginner, you can do this. So can you see the way I marked it? I just marked it to that crotch line, to the ending part of that crotch line. That's just all you need for this project. Okay, so the next thing, I'm trying to get the length of my trouser. So I just wanted to double check so it does not get too short. So please, if you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please, I would appreciate for you to hit on the subscribe button. Okay, so can you see? So you see the down one, that's the extra 2 inches that we're using for the back piece. The back piece at that down, that's the crotch area, is supposed to be bigger. So can you see? So that part where I'm cutting now, that's the crotch. Can you see? So this one I'm cutting now, that's the top one. So I'm cutting it open. So like I said, I'm not using any particular measurement to do this, because it is a very free flowing trouser. So I'm just cutting that open. So I'm just taking it to the down. So like I said, if you want your trouser to be bigger than this, you can use more inches. You can use like 3 yards. So for this I use 2 yards. So you can see, so this is the side of the trouser, the back and the front. So you can see I'm placing them together. I'm trying so that everything does not scatter. You have to be careful, you can pin them down. So I'm just trying to cut it open on a straight line. It is a straight trouser, no shape. Yes, so you can see I'm just cutting that open. So I just cut, so you have to be careful. So at the point it's like I was cutting it wrongly, and then I am just going to continue, and then I'll cut it open, because your trouser has to be open every part, except if you are making a trouser that does not have joining. So that's where I would have left that part, but since I'm not doing that one, I have cut it open. So this one on top now is the top. So you know our waistline, when we're cutting trouser, our front waistline is usually lower. So you since I cut them together, I'm trying to cut that out right now. You ask me if it's not going to affect the crotch. It is not, because my crotch line, like I told you, it is very deep. It is almost like 3 inches deeper than my normal regular crotch, because it is a palazzo. So you can see this is the back, and then I'll place the front. Can you see? You see the difference? You see the top part, you see that difference is there, and then you see the crotch area also, you see the difference is there. So I'm just trying to trim a little bit out from the top of the back at this point. So that's all, basically all you need. So if you are a beginner, please go and buy. If you don't buy this stretchy fabric, buy lining, use it to try out this project. It's a simple thing, try it out, okay? So I'll take this back to my machine, and then I'm going to stitch it at that crotch line like that, and then stitch the side. I'll place them together and then stitch the side. Okay, so after stitching the crotch, I brought it back. Okay, I just wanted to show you. Okay, so yes, it's good. Let me continue. So you can see this is how it looks. You see the back, this is the back. You see how big and wide, because the fabric is very stretchy, you understand? So that is why you don't really need much. So I'll place the back and the front together like this, and then I'm going to sew it at the side. Can you see? So if you see that crotch area, the back is bigger, but I'll just take it and then I'll sew it. I'll just sew the sides down. Okay, so if you want to register for our online classes, please see the number on the screen, send me a message on WhatsApp, and then I'll give you the details of the classes we have available presently. So I'm trying, so not trying, I'm going to stitch the sides of my palazzo right now, of my female palazzo trouser. Do they have anything like a male palazzo trouser? Like seriously? So I'm just trying to stitch the side of the palazzo trousers to join it. So the truth of the matter is that this fabric, I'm not going to lie to you, your machine might not sew it easily. So what I used the candle to do the stitching. So what I did, just like rub candle along the edge. I did not want to use paper, you understand? So after sewing, you can see after joining the side, like I said, joining the side, and then this part, I did not record that part, so that's the crotch part. All you are going to do, you just pull them together. That's after joining the two sides. So your crotch, the front crotch and the back crotch, just pull them together and then sew it to the sides. I sew it down and then sew the other one. That is all you need. That's how simple this trouser, since it is not a fitted trouser, so you don't really have much problem. Okay, the next thing is for us to work on the elastic. So for the elastic, this method that I use is a little bit difficult. I just wanted it to be neat. I did not want to have any part where I'm going to weave, so that was why I did it. But normally, if you are a beginner, you can just cut an extra fabric of like 4 yards. So sorry, I said four. Imagine 4 yards. I said 4 inches. Don't mind me. Of like 4 inches, and then use the width of the waistline, and then you are just going to fold it into two and join it around the waistline, and then pass your elastic through it. That will be okay. My waist is actually 34, but the elastic I cut was 30. So can you see? So that the waist is not too tight, so that the trouser will not be bulky at that waist part. Okay. But since if the trouser, if the elastic is free inside, it will just make it, it will look, if you see the beginning of my video, it looks like I was adding it was a band that's not an elastic, but it is an elastic. So for this method I used, I stitched it down first and then place my elastic inside. Can you see? And then I will now fold and be stitching it and be going. So this, like I said, this one is a little bit difficult. So just do the normal simple one. Fold the fabric that you cut 4 inches into to sew it around the whole waistline, and then just open a small part at the back before you join it, and pass your elastic through it. So you see this one that I did. So after everything, I brought both of them together like this. That's the elastic now. And then I am, you can see that part is still open, or we'll still work on it. And then you secure it down. Okay, so when you so that part where I say secure it, and that's the part you pass your elastic through. So you can decide to sew it first before passing your elastic through. It's still the same process, okay? So after passing the elastic through, can you see how it looks? So the next thing, can you see? You see the way it looks. So what is remaining now is this part. So I'm just trim that part out. So you can see at the end of the day, this is our trouser. Can you see the waist? Because my elastic is free. So you can see it look like a band, not an elastic, regular elastic waist that will be packing. You can see how simple, easy this female palazzo trouser with elastic waist looks like. So thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Bye.